If you're someone that is building with AI and you want to survive in this industry for the next 10, 15 years to come, this concept I'm about to give you about application is not an option for you. You have to know it if you want to survive. To get better output from an AI, you need to give it a very good context. And to give it a very good context, you need to know the structure, the data flow, the do's and don'ts of an application. What slows down an application and what makes it fast. How do you think an application knows you, knows your data, verifies you for the next 30 days to come? Everything is not magic. Everything is done based on
pattern.
I've created a simple authentication flow that gives you an idea of how an app knows you and give you the perfect feedback specifically for you, which will give you a better context to give AI more knowledge for you and one step further than what you were 5 minutes ago. This is a basic idea of how everything works with your application. Now, this is the user. This is the React application, and this is your server, which is the backend. Now, when you click a button and submit a form, your data doesn't go direct. You don't interact with your app directly from the user direct to the server. No, you have to follow a process. Every time you interact with an app, regardless of how it comes, is it a button? Is it something you submitted? You have to interact with the React app first. The React app will take your response and take it to the server. The server will process everything you did, give a response back to the React app, and everything now will be rendered to you on your own mobile device. One security thing that happens is the server never gives a feedback if it doesn't verify you as the user. So how does the server verify you as a user? First, it creates something called JWT. It's a token. Now, this token, there are two types of tokens. There is the refresh token and there is the access token. Now, this refresh token is normally created and saved in the server only because it's a security problem if it gets access to someone. So it's normally stored in the server because anything that is stored in the front end, it is easily get hacked by hackers. So this refresh token is stored in the back end. So now, but this access token, this one is created by this refresh token, but it is stored in the front end. It is stored in this front end. Now, every time you click on a button, you may interact with the application. That request that you did, that you gave the React app, it's going to connect with this access token and your request, and they are going to go direct to the server. So that all your requests, the moment they reach this server, the server will know who you are, then it will process your request. But without this access token, the server will not know who you are. It doesn't know you. Now, this refresh token, these two tokens, the refresh token and the access token, they have an expiry date. Now, this refresh token, because it is in the server, it is more secure. So we normally give it maybe like 30 days. It can even be 60 days. It can be more. It is secured. But this access token is in the front end, it's a little bit risky. It is a little bit risky. So highest, normally I give it 15 minutes. After every 15 minutes, it's going to expire and a new one will be generated by this refresh token. That's how it keeps going every single time. Because if I decide to give it maybe 30 days also as this one, now within that 30 days, someone might get access to this token. And the moment he gets access to it, he will be able to act as me. Now the server will be thinking I'm the one acting while I'm not the one. So that is why even if someone gets access to it, after 15 minutes, it's going to expire and a new one will be generated. So let's assume a new user signed up to this application. He signed up, he registered his name. Now, after signing up with all his registration details, the React app took his data to the server. The server created a refresh token for him personally. Now, it is stored in the server, right? Now, within this refresh token, it also created an access token for him so that every time he logs in, it serves as his ID card for coming into the server. So now, by the time he logs in, immediately his username and password will be taken to the server. The server will verify him and it will give him access to log into the application. So this is just the basic idea of how an application works. The more you consume this little content, and you will notice that within a certain range of time, you'll be able to know a lot of things that you didn't know existed before. That's why, and all this will depend on the kind of content you're consuming. By the way, Sha, my name is Bin Mustafa. My content are mostly more on how to integrate AI into your workflow as a developer and also to market your own application. If this video was helpful, please you can retweet it on your own page. The algorithm will favor me and also favor your page. See you on my next video.